It is Sunday. Today we are in London. We are 2 weeks out from the London Landmarks half marathon, and we've come to run the length of the Victoria line to help my friend John with his prep for the Paris Marathon in April. This is going to be the longest run I've done by a country mile since the Chicago Marathon. It's probably the best part of 8k longer than I've done in any training runs since. We're going to see how we get on. We're taking it at a very leisurely pace, just hopefully get some time and distance in the legs, preparing for 2 weeks time. So we are currently heading to Seven Sisters tube station. We are getting the tube to Brixton, and then we are going to run from Brixton back to Walthamstow Central, I think is the final station. It's about 24k in total, and we've planned it so we pretty much pass all the tube stations. So hopefully I'll be able to take you along for the journey. It might make a little interesting video, so we'll see. And at 10:30, right on cue, we started our run from Brixton Station. John, who you will see in the long-sleeved teal top, had already done 8 kilometres this morning, as he needed to get in 32 kilometres as his longest run towards a Paris Marathon. But me and Nate, who's in the black long-sleeve top, were just doing the 24. After reaching Stockwell in just over 7 minutes, our next stop was Vauxhall, which was almost 3 kilometres into the run, and we arrived here about 18 minutes into the run. Vauxhall was the only bridge crossing of the whole run, as we went from South London to North London on the relatively short trip between Vauxhall and Pimlico, arriving there about 24 minutes into the run. As we ran towards Victoria and further into central London, the streets were getting busier and busier, which made keeping a consistent pace a little bit harder. And we arrived at Victoria Station about 33 minutes into the morning run. We're covering about 5.2 kilometres. The distance between Victoria and Green Park is only about 1.2k, but you have to go past Buckingham Palace on the way, and I don't think we had took into account the changing of the guards that I think was happening. So it took us about 15-16 minutes to get through the Green Park on the way to Green Park tube station, which we got to about 48 minutes into the run. We were now deep into central London, so things slowed down a bit. We had to wait at quite a few traffic lights to cross roads, and then we were running through quite busy streets with pedestrians, but we got to Oxford Circus about 56 minutes into the run, which marked about the 8.5k point. We took a short detour as we wanted to pass Broadcasting House, and we arrived at Warren Street, which marked the 10k point of the run in 1 hour and 6 minutes. Next, we were running down Euston Street, which meant we were going to knock a couple of stations off in quick succession, including Euston at 1 hour and 10 minutes, and then King's Cross St Pancras in 1 hour and 15 minutes. There was a bit of a gap between King's Cross St Pancras and Highbury and Islington, which was mainly uphill, and then a nice run through Highbury Fields as we made our way to Finsbury Park Station, which was about 1 hour and 50 minutes and about 16.5k into the run. There was about a 3k gap between Finsbury Park and Highbury and Islington, which meant we had a nice run through Finsbury Park itself before getting to Seven Sisters in about 2 hours and 9 minutes. This is where we had started our morning, and now the end was reasonably in sight as we got to Tottenham Hale in 2 hours and 20 minutes, which marked the 20k point of the run. And then we ran along Forest Road and between the Walthamstow reservoirs on our way to Black Horse Road, where we arrived in just under 2.5 hours. And then there was about 2k of the run to go through Walthamstow, which brought us to the end of the run at Walthamstow Central. And that is the Victoria line done. About 2 hours and 47 minutes from Brixton to Walthamstow Central. That was tough, and this was 24k total, round and about. So yeah, tough run on the legs today. Running through central London was at times challenging. I think we hit Buckingham Palace right at the time of the changing of the guards, so the crowds there were very busy.
so we had to slightly take a detour to get ourselves back on the route that we wanted to do while still running. That is the run done. A little bit of a bonus video. I thought this might be a fun one to show. Nice to get out and run with my friends John and Nate. John is just about to enter the tapering phase for the Paris Marathon, so this was his longest run, I think, and he starts tapering down now, and we're all running the Hackney Half. So yeah, I recently over the last couple of weeks got the opportunity, came up to run the Hackney Half, so that is going to be my kind of a goal coming up. We've got the London landmarks in 2 weeks, which based on today's performance, I don't think we're going to be running particularly quickly, but we'll get a longer build up to Hackney. So yeah, if you like these videos, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. See ya.